36.
Well, the next best thing then is just do it the old-fashioned way and run the thing up to the Christmas tree in the attic.
Whose calls are you trying to listen in on?
She wants to.
You can't listen. Please scan it.
Yeah, she said she used to have one in her other house, so she said, you know, and I got this one.
Go cordless phone or anything you pick up on this. Why can't you pick up setting on this? How old is it?
Well, do you remember when you programmed that for my mom?
I don't remember that. I've never seen that before. I don't remember.
How many years ago was that? 25 years ago?
That was in the 90s.
Shit.
She said you're the one that recommended to get this particular one. It wasn't the most expensive, but it wasn't the cheapest. And then, well, you know, Mike came over and programmed it, and then it's got, yeah, you know, and it's got all the things, so it's
Something else I don't remember doing.
I was like, well, you know, we'll plug it in, hook it up, and see what happens. I used to have the Christmas tree antenna is probably still up in the attic. I think I remember seeing it up there last time I was up there. It was all the way in the back. If you know where my room was, you go right up the thing there, and you look up, and it's all the way at the end of the driveway. That's where it would be. Oh, you want the antenna?
Was it another piece that screwed onto there and you kept it?
I think you want this thing so you can listen to where the cops are hiding.
He's gonna have it in his car.
Yeah, you're gonna try to wire it into the car.
Go slow now. Put my seatbelt on. I think there might be a cop around.
All right, Miller Watch is here on bottom of Cherry Hill Road. We're setting
I
up.
had a bad feeling that one day, and it was confirmed.
Bad feeling everything. You're looking around here.
We see him hiding. Oh, we saw a cop hiding where we never saw a cop hiding.
Yeah, Mike saw it too. It was on video.
Oh, I saw him! I saw him way back there! He didn't say nothing until you fucking went right past him. I saw him.
I saw a light, so I was like,
You saw the light, all right.
Seen him there early in the morning. Oh, that's the motherfucker.
what do I like the antenna? $8 or something?
Yep.
Oops. All right, what time we starting next week? Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck that.
Pick you up. 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I guess so. Usual time. All right. Till then.
Boys!
Good night, Mike. I got a little cooler.
Not too bad.
Nah, it's not that bad. Now, I'll tell you what. It's going to be bad on Tuesday and into Wednesday. When we go home on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, it's going to be like, I don't know, 7 degrees. So they say. I don't know. Find out when it happens, I guess.
When it gets warmer, I'll fix this. All I gotta do is just pull this off and, you know. Unemployed once again.
No, it's pretty much all the time. She's unemployed with brief stints of employment, that's all.
What were they saying on the news about the unemployment?
They're cutting benefits. They're trying to get them extended, but I guess they didn't. I really don't know what's going on.
So what, you're boxing up poop, so what?
I don't know.
You know, so what?
That's what she told me the job entailed, but you know, I have no real idea. Watch the video, I think she explains it. Poop boxing. I don't know if she actually handled the actual poop, you know, or was responsible for collecting the actual poop and then boxing it.
No, it wouldn't be handling it, even if it was in
I
plastic
think
jars.
it was just a matter of.
It's in the plastic jar.
I think it was a matter of assembling the kit that collects the poop.
Oh, that's even like less.
Yeah, it's just like you take these and put them in that box and put this label on it and then stick it in that box. I don't know, something like that, I'm sure.
In other words, put the square peg in the
Yeah,
square
something
hole.
that should have been within her,
Yeah.
ability to do.
Put the
It boils
round
right
peg
down
in the
to it.
round hole in the little.
She wants to get paid for doing nothing, and that's really all it is. Can you see?
Yeah.
I can't see a fucking thing. Well, the camera can see a little bit. The windshield's fogged up with frost, that's all.
I had to fix complex problems at each place I was stationed at. Come up with creative solutions and answers.
I don't know what she's doing for money.
This is where I picked the bag up.
She tells me her sister, and this is in the tape too. Her sister has this dream apparently when marijuana becomes legal in New York, which probably will happen fairly soon. Her sister wants to go into the growing business. Wants to grow marijuana, different types or whatever. And I said, well, she'll have a built-in customer with you,
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get it for free. Yeah, good luck with that. Free, yeah. Maybe the samples to get you hooked after that. Well, she don't have to get hooked, she is, but yeah, after that you're gonna be paying.
So she's splitting the pain pills with Billy.
I have no idea. I don't ask. She's complaining nonstop. She got the shits. She got some colitis or whatever the fuck gut disease. You tell her, you don't got no gut disease. What you got is fucking irritable bowel. You got a diet worse than Scott's, for Christ's sake. Nothing but sugar and carbs. It's all she fucking eats. With a little bit of protein sprinkled in now and then. And probably nothing green to speak of.
I do eat salad.
Yeah, you do it. I never said her eat salad.
No.
But she does. I'm sure it's not that much. And then she wonders why she has a gut problem. Yeah, it's called food poisoning and fucking stress-related fucking irritable bowel.
IBS is what they call that.
Like E.B. Farnham. Remember E.B. Farnham?
No.
On Deadwood? Didn't we watch Deadwood at Mike's house?
No.
If we didn't, we're going to have to. His famous line with dealing with Swearingen all the time. Says, forget about a normal bowel movements. How about the stress of dealing with killers all the time? I thought we watched that. There was 3 seasons of it. I could swear we watched Deadwood. I have to ask Mike if he can get it on Netflix. I think he can. It's been off the air a number of years now.
Well, at least I got an antenna. Remind me to give Mike $8 next week, and I'll give you money tonight. I have money.
Not me,
Well, actually,
the old man.
I owe you what, $3.58 or
I don't give a
something?
shit about that stuff, but the old man's got to be paid.
What is it, $4? I owe him?
$4.30, $4.70.
Well, I'll give you money tonight. You give it to him for me.
Yeah. So I fucked that up. I should have put that on my account. I just forgot to change over because somebody was jabbering at me when I was doing something.
Yeah, it was let me see, mid-early 90s. And my mom wanted a police scanner, and
Yeah, probably listening for you getting pulled over.
Mike went down there and said, this is not the most expensive, but ain't the most cheapest. It's like some average thing, and here's how you program it, and that was the end of that. And then we bought the antenna, ran it up, and that was it. And we listened to it. In fact, my mom still has it all written down on all the codes. And so my landlord Roy's got a whole bunch of CBs and scanners and shit in the box.
Why, does he collect them?
No, he doesn't know what to do with them. So but none of them work.
Yeah, well, you know what they're worth?
Nothing.
Well, are any of them 23 channel jobs from the 70s?
Didn't even look.
Cobras.
You know what? I think a couple of them are. He's got
That may be worth something even broken. Not a lot, but something.
He's got a couple of Colts and Cobras. He's got like a couple of 8-track players.
Some of that stuff is worth money to guys who will have it fixed for their antique cars.
Yeah, to put it. Yeah.
Or who don't care if it works. They're just going to put it in there for looks. That's all.
At least you have the thing.
Yeah, they don't own a single fucking 8-track and wouldn't play it if
That's
they
what I
did.
told him. I said, if you know somebody with a 70s car and it came with a specific 8-track player, broken or not, that's what I told him. So then they said they plugged them all in, nothing worked. So she's like, goes, does that one work? I said, shit, better. I said, this ain't that old. I said, as far as, So she said, put it in the laundry. I said, okay.
I've been selling a steady supply of original OEM car radios because, they don't give a shit about the insides. They just want the outside look. They're going to take that radio. They're going to put modern guts in it. They're going to put a hidden port for their MP3 player or whatever they got. They can play their modern music in there, high fidelity, hidden speakers, all that shit. But they have to have the original faceplate and knobs on it so it looks original. But it's it's going to be FM, AM, all that shit.
Yeah.
Hidden fucking CD changer under the spare tire. No, and you'll see nothing on the outside. It'll all be fucking remote controls and shit. But a lot of times back in the 70s or 80s, these cars, they lost their original radios because something modern was put in there, hopefully without butchering the dashboard. Now they want the original.
Yeah, right, to put it all back in, working or not.
I just sold a radio for 1950 Ford 2-door. Special model radio. Sold for what, $158? Yeah, $158. It's down in the old man's basement for 50 years. 60 years probably. There's shit down there hasn't seen a light of day in a long time. There's also asbestos down there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's every old house, That's what they used back then.
So what's going to happen with the Mount Kisco house now? Who owns it?
Well, Mason and his brother own it. Wayne started painting the other day, mostly by moving furniture from one room to the other so they could do it, throwing some stuff out. There's a lot of shit down there you have to go through. Not all of it for eBay, but just shit, Furniture. There's 3 or 4 pieces of furniture in there that are true antiques, and they should be preserved, but a lot of it's just junk, A couple of 1960s big fucking console color TVs, and broken, of course, for decades.
Oh, like in The Walking Dead on the farm there?
Yeah. Even older, I think. A couple of sewing machines are still there. They already got rid of one sewing machine. There's 2 more. The beds and bed frames, which really aren't worth anything in particular. There's just something to see a house like that nothing's really been touched in 50, 60 years. I mean, nothing. Nothing was upgraded. Nothing was moved. When they got a new radio, they put the old one in another room. Instead of getting rid of it or putting it in the attic even. The old man's his 1948, it was a 1950 model alarm clock. It was a plastic case alarm clock from 1950. I looked up the serial number and the maker of it. Was sitting on the bedstand next to his bed with the electric cord still on it, thankfully not plugged in because all the insulation on the cord had turned to powder. There was nothing left but bare copper wires. That's how long it had been sitting in that spot. Untouched.
So if you bought that thing new and just let it sit.
That's what it would look like.
Oh my God.
Because they used probably real rubber on the cord of some kind and just deteriorated, fell apart. If I replaced that cord, it probably... There's no vacuum tubes in it. It's a simple electric clock. That's all it is. They didn't use vacuum tubes.
Oh, I'm thinking of a radio. I'm thinking
No,
of my
no,
dad.
no,
My
no,
dad
no.
has a radio. It's
a very simple little bedside alarm clock, basic clock. That's it. It doesn't do anything else except wake you up.
My dad has a radio. It's plastic.
Oh, we found several of those from the
It's got
late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, some of them did. I sold one to Brazil.
Oh, yeah?
Guy paid a fortune to get it down there, and he loves it, apparently. He can send me good feedback on it. I still got one more to sell, even bigger than that one, and older. Still working, too. Plugged it in, it buzzed, got a couple stations on AM, Who knows, probably needs cleaning up everything else inside. Old General Electric.
For a while there, those radio tubes are hard to find. Now you can find them
Well,
again.
because they're making them in Russia, that's why. That's where they're coming from.
Ah.
What? Oh, I thought you saw something. What the fuck was that sign up there? That's do you-
gas expensive up here.
I don't remember seeing that sign there before.
I don't know.
The station just opened?
Well, the station's been there.
Yeah, I don't think it had a digital readout sign like that.
I don't know. Mike would know. He's coming in the dark, definitely.
There's just so many little things. You look around and you say, damn, we don't see this anymore. How the fuck long has this been sitting here like that? I went in the pantry and there's chemicals and little bottles of oil and shit from the 1950s sitting there in the exact spot where they were put in the 1950s, even the 40s. The fucking mantle clock. That thing stopped working probably about 1960. It's been sitting there ever since. I had it fixed for the old man. You know, all the carpets, the paint, everything. Nothing's been changed at all. The draperies, the bed covers, all ancient. I mean, there's fountain pens in the desks. Fountain. When was the last time you saw a fucking fountain pen? You know, they fell out of use in the early '60s, even earlier in some cases. Tried to sell them on eBay, but no one's particularly interested. A couple of them were Parkers too, which is a pretty good quality pen.
What they use on the Declaration of
That was a quill.
So yeah, that wasn't saved.
Ah, God knows what happened. They would have deteriorated with age. Would have just fallen apart. Natural decomposition. And we sold the railroad stool too. The first one, the second one is now up for sale. The big metal one we sold.
Well, railroad stuff always sells.
Yeah, eventually. This one said New York Central on it.
Anything with a big name.
Yeah.
Found that at the train shows a couple of years ago. Any railroad stuff always sells.
Second one I've got priced a little bit higher. It's smaller, but it's wood. And I'm banking that wood ones probably are not as commonly found as the metal ones are. Wood would have broken down a lot quicker. This is pretty solid. God knows where he got it from. And you can still read New York Central on it. Barely.
So what's Terry got planned for the new year?
No idea. Drinking probably.
Oh, you know there's going to be cops up on this road.
Oh yeah.
I got pulled over at least, what, twice? Or at least one or two New Year's?
No, just one that I know.
One?
At least one when I was with you. That was the time you had the tinted windows.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad I wasn't filming at the time.
You might get your chance this year.
Yeah. Why, you wanted for something? More days left. Well, 3 technically. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's 2014. Didn't think we'd still be here, to tell the truth. And each year it becomes less likely we'll be here the next year. The way things are going in this fucking world. Too many fucking crazies.
See the latest photo in the newspaper of that Newtown killer, and he was a kid. He had a gun.
Oh, yeah.
But is that real? Was that really him?
I really have no way of knowing that, Scott. I don't know. Why they think I would want to know is beyond me. I don't care about the Newtown killer. He's dead. He's gone. Nobody's going to learn any lessons from it. Any more than they ever do. All they do is say, oh, we have to get rid of guns. That's not the problem. This guy, he was a fucking squirrel brain, but he was an intelligent fucking squirrel brain. He knew about computers and electronics and sophisticated shit like that. This asshole could have put together a bomb if he wanted to. If he didn't have guns, he'd have done it another way, a more destructive way. He'd have become a suicide bomber. He easily could have. He had the brains to build it. You know, put together the right combination of chemicals and ball bearings and shit and make himself a nice fucking bomb. Or he'd have just driven a fuel truck into the fucking... Who knows? It would have been something. There's no stopping people like that. You know, they decide they want to kill a whole bunch of people, they'll find a way to do it. You know, nobody wants to address the other facts of the issue of...
This could have been prevented, and...
You know, every step of the way there were people that knew this guy was a fucking danger. You know, maybe they didn't have proof exactly, or maybe whatever, some did. School psychologists, people like that, who suspected this guy had serious problems, should have been institutionalized. But of course, we've made it extremely difficult to institutionalize those who should be. And we've closed down a lot of the institutions we used to warehouse these fucking idiots in. So, you know, now they're walking amongst us and they commit these horrific crimes. Everybody, oh, how? Well, you know what?
This could have been prevented. No,
Yeah.
it could not have.
No, it couldn't have. You tore down the safeguards. You got rid of them. You put nothing in their place. So this is what happens. Mommy was trying to get the little bastard locked up. She couldn't. There were roadblocks every step of the fucking way. And somewhere along the way, he found out about it. He knew what was coming, decided to fucking lash out. And he picked the way he knew it hurt the most. Bunch of dead little kids, you know? And what did our state do? What did Connecticut do? Oh, let's get more gun laws. Yeah, okay, that helps. That's proven to be so effective in the past. How about you put fucking guns in the hands of a few educators who are trained to use them and have them on every campus in America like they do in Israel and places like that, where shit like this happens all the time.
That
They
mall,
think,
like that
yeah.
mall in Africa.
Yeah, yes, exactly. There are good, responsible people out there who can handle a firearm, who are not a danger to themselves and others, and in a situation like this, they're there. They're there. They can act immediately. There were people in that school who could have acted immediately to stop that fucking bastard in his tracks. But they couldn't because they had nothing but their fucking dicks in their hands or a broomstick. You know, what the hell are they going to do with that? The police were an eternity away. By the time the cops got there, it was over. It was done. Any cop will tell you they're good at cleaning up a mess, but that's about it. That's their job, clean the mess up. Arrest the perps if they're still there, but preventing it, that's a little bit more difficult. But we're not to that stage yet. We'll get there. It'll take a few very bad terrorist attacks and shit, which are coming eventually. I'm surprised the fucking Arabs haven't hit us that way already. We have so many shopping malls and fucking theaters and everything else. You know, over in Israel, they do it all the time. They blow themselves up at bus stops, train stations, everywhere
And
else.
there's the usual Times Square threats.
Yeah, that.
Think we'll get hit at Times Square this year?
Probably. This year, I don't know. We still have Michael Bloomberg down there for this year. But now this new idiot they got coming in down there, first thing he's doing is slacking up everything. Everything that's been working, ironically, you know?
Perfect.
This fucked up communist, whatever the fuck he is. Another left-wing liberal. Just what we fucking need. Useless no-loads, all of them. Thousands of useless fucking theories that go nowhere, that fail repeatedly, and we have to keep on trying to make them work, no matter what. Oh, yeah, okay. Fuck you. Fuck all of yous. Conservatives are just as fucking bad in their own way. It's too bad we can't just take a giant eraser and wipe the whole fucking slate clean. All of you, you're all fucking fired. Go home. Go get real fucking jobs and stay the fuck out of politics forever. No more political fucking parties, no more goddamn lobbyists, nothing. We're going back to the good old fashioned. We're going to put someone in office who doesn't want to be there. We're going to pick the fucking person who can do the fucking job. You're going to stay there for 2 fucking years and you're going to get the fuck out, go home. I'm going to put somebody else in there to do it. That was the original intention. Didn't work out that way. No more crazy political theories. No more fucking religious bigots. All these go home. The next war we fucking fight, I would definitely say use a nuke. Don't send American boys to some shithole part of the world we don't care about, where they're going to get killed by the thousands and nobody's going to give a shit except their immediate families and friends. And the rest of the nation will just go on about their business like it wasn't happening. Drop a nuke on and be done with it. The fuck I care about Afghanistan? Nuke them. I don't give a shit.
Seen the place, it's a shithole.
Yeah, it's been a shithole since day one. And I've done the same thing to Iraq. And then moved in once the radiation died down and took the fucking oil, all of it. We didn't ask for this shit. Nobody told them to come over to our country and start doing that shit, so hey, I don't really give a fuck what happens to them. What is the death toll up to now? 6,000?
Like that. Not including amputations.
Yeah, people who are going to suffer for the rest of their lives from their experience over there. And what does our government do? Looks to cut their benefits as much as possible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, get them their medical care and
First
shit.
place they want to go is VA and the retirement. Mm-hmm. It's the first place they want to go to. And the active duty. First place they want to go.
Who do these assholes think is going to defend the fucking nation next time around? When you tell a generation of kids that, well, you know, thanks for your service, but we really don't give a shit, you know?
They want to cut everything. Weapons, missiles, ships, troops, everything.
In fact, the next time around, I think we should start at home. Clean up the mess here first, then go overseas and kick some ass, if we have to. That's probably the only reason why the fucking Arabs haven't blown up fucking DC yet. Because they know if they do it, they'll be doing us the biggest fucking favor they could ever possibly fucking do. Get rid of a shitload of deadwood. That bullshit going on, and what does the press pay attention to? Obama trying to get it on with the fucking Danish Prime Minister, you know? Like, I give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who the guy's getting laid with, you know? I really don't. I want to know what the fuck he's doing about the economy. I want to know if he's cleaned up his Obamacare mess yet. Be nice. I want to know what he's doing about American security problems like fucking Benghazi. I know about that. That would definitely be something I'd like to see the papers covering in more detail every day and stay on these motherfuckers about it. I don't want to hear about the fluff.
Country wanted him in there for 8 years. liked it. You know what my mom said? You hope this country gets everything it deserves. First thing she
And
said.
it's the job of the press to hold this motherfucker's balls to the fucking fire. If he's not doing what he says he's going to do, you sit on the son of a bitch until he does. You hound him. One constant embarrassing failure after another, and Jesus, scandal after scandal of one sort. And now,
they call it
NSA,
Lame Duck Dynasty. That's what they.
Yeah, exactly what it is. It seems our own government spends more time fucking spying on us, than it does anything else.
Hey, let's go to. You have a debit or a credit card? We can go to Target and we can go shopping.
Oh yeah, well, let's use somebody else's credit card for it that they're stolen. Better yet, why just save the Russian mafia the fucking time and effort? Let's just mail it right over there, Stick an envelope, Russian mob, Russia, Federation, here you go. Here's my credit card, my date of birth, my social, everything you need to know.
My home address, yeah.
Why bother getting Target to send it to you? Cut out the middleman, Send me whatever you would pay them.
So what happened with that?
I don't know. I never shopped at Target in my life, so my information isn't there. I never really didn't pay attention.
No, I mean, what happened?
They had a leak of credit card people's financial information from one of their databases, and there must have had it. Regular customers' credit card information who's made purchases in the past or whatever, and it was leaked or hacked, most likely hacked, or stolen, as some other way, and given to criminal enterprises of one type or another, who will use the information for identity theft and phony credit cards and all kinds of other shit.
What's the NSA got to do with that?
Nothing. The NSA listens in on private phone conversations of American citizens and everything else, and some of our foreign, friends there too. The foreigners I expected to listen to. They have no business eavesdropping on Americans, though. Not without probable cause. You have reason to suspect someone, you target that one person. Don't just fish around in everybody's fucking communications and shit like that. That's bullshit. That's not American at all.
J. Edgar Hoover up there at the NSA.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People, something like that we do not need. If you have intelligence information that someone is a threat, then you target the someone. You go after them. You don't sit there just sort of picking and drifting in other people's phone conversations, listening into what they're doing, saying, following their financial transactions, everything else, when they have not done anything wrong. There's no reason for that. We need to get back to a system whereby the government stays the fuck out of your business, unless there's a very good, compelling reason to be in it. Fuck knows what comes next. I don't see any big, strong contenders for the presidency coming up anytime soon. I don't know. Consider
Hillary.
That wouldn't be any improvement. She's too fucking old. She's too fucking sick. And too to the left. She's just another leftist leftover from the 60s. It's time for the boomers to move the fuck out of politics and stay out. Enough already. You gave Ronald Reagan hell when he was in his 60s and pushing 70 going into the White House. Well, hey, it's going to be pushed back on you now. You can tell me Hillary Clinton, who has such a bad memory she can't even remember what happened during the Benghazi incident, would be someone I should trust as president? You know what? I don't think so. And the Republicans don't have anybody else that I'm aware of. Are you going to run another Mormon for president? Really? The guy's a financial wizard. I'm sure he is. Probably highly intelligent and very wealthy. But the fact remains, I don't see the United States electing a Mormon to the White House. I just don't see that happening. Said it at the time. I said, yeah, he probably would make a good president, but it's not going to happen.
Too bad McCain is too old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's too old.
What about Palin?
Again, I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. But I don't think she's selectable. Not by the broad mainstream, anyway. Too far to the right. There are no centrists anymore, and if there's those that say they are, they immediately go to the left the minute they go in office. So what the fuck good are they? don't see Joe Biden getting in there either. He's also getting too fucking old, and frankly, he has too many negatives.
How about Kerry?
You talking about Democrat Kerry?
Yeah.
No. His negatives are, oh my God. He's already a clusterfuck as fuck as, you know, what do you call it? Secretary of State. His whole business with fucking Iran. And, you know, he wasn't a very strong candidate for president even when he was running, you know. But he's another leftover. He's another one living in the 1960s, not the 2013, the 2010s, 2020s. He's, you know, enough with the fucking. We need new ideas, or a return to some old ideas. We don't need a constant repetition of the boomer crap. We don't need that anymore. Enough. You know, your fucking little college theories of the 60s didn't work out. Move on. It's like we have to wait for these people to fucking finally die to be rid of them.
How's Mrs. Brady doing?
Doing pretty good, as far as I know. I haven't seen her in a couple of days.
Haven't heard from her.
No reason you would.
No, I talked to her about a ride here and there.
Oh, only if she needs one.
Oh yeah, like I said, I haven't heard from her, so.
She's got plenty of people around there. She doesn't go that many places, especially not when it's cold. Watch out for Bambi if they're hiding around here somewhere.
One never knows.
That's
We're
the-
looking for a big blue car, so.
I think they know this one by now.
Well, what I'll do is I'll figure out a pickup time and we'll go from there.
All right. Till then, a couple days from now, I'll see you then. We'll do New Year's.
Oh, I will use some money.
You don't have any money. You'll Poppy some money.
Give this to the old man.
That goes in the pocket of this coat because I'll see him.
What is it? $3-4?
It's $4.70. I think that one was. Something like that. All right. I'll have to give you change.
Make sure.
I'll put it in this coat because I'll be wearing this coat when I go to work Monday. And
That way there won't be some unexpected
yeah,
package.
he coming in. He's gonna. What the hell do you order this socket for? I got 3 of them in the other room. You know, he's gonna say that. All right, let's turn this off.